as a estate professional, you are required to inform your client about getting a property inspection done. Is that something you're required to do, or it's nice to do, or I was a little confused on that, and also. Sorry if you don't mind just adding like just a little bit more to it, the same question, that is that only for a resale house or also for a new build?
Technically, you can do property inspection for new houses as well as resale houses, because here's the thing. Sometimes the builders, they're not all the same, right? Some builders are better than others. And in this case, if you get a property inspection done on a brand new house, that property inspector can tell you where the builder cut corners, right? So they can tell you these are the deficiencies that need to be fixed, and you can get the builder to fix them before the buyer actually like gets the property, right? So that's the benefit of doing it on a brand new house. And I have seen cases where the property inspector will pick stuff out that the builder will try to sweep under the carpet, and then it's our job to make sure that the builder fixes those, or we will bring it up and they will then have to fix it, and we'll make sure those things are fixed prior to the buyer getting the property. So it's good idea to get the property inspection done. Now, here's the thing. So generally I say, is it 100% requirement that the property inspection be done? No, right? So when we are buying, so we do property investments as well. I'm a big believer in real estate. Like I just think everybody should own real estate. So having said that, we do investments in property. So when we are buying properties, we are buying older houses. A lot of these houses we're going to tear down at some point. So we don't always get property inspection done. So is that wrong? Well, yes and no, because sometimes I just want the property, even though we had a property that we recently bought. We removed the paneling and there's huge cracks in the foundation. We're going to have to tear the house down, which we weren't planning on doing. That's the kind of problem that can happen. But for an investor, that's a calculated risk you're taking. Either way, whether you build a house today or you build a house 3 years from now, timelines you can change. But for a normal person, that's a big purchase, right? And normal people don't have that kind of contingency in their budget where they can tear the house down and now come up with all kinds of money in order to build the house. So in that case, what can happen is the buyer can sue you, right? So it's technically a protection for yourself and for the buyer to get the property inspection done. And when the market's really hot and people just want to buy the property, they get all swept up in that emotion. It is a good idea to say, you know what, let's take a breather and let's make sure that it is the right property for you. That means let's get the inspection done. And this is where you could save the buyer from making a big mistake. So that's why it's not 100% required that a property inspection be done, but in order to protect yourself and the buyer, it is really highly recommended that property inspection be done.